Hello, my name is Amy McKay, and I am your Career Development Coordinator for West Carteret High School. Each month, I will introduce a 21st century skill that is not only essential for you now in high school, but will assist you in your endeavors after high school. The purpose of this video is to highlight one skill at a time and present ways you can better these skills as it applies to your future. As you see in these videos throughout the year, you will hear from West Carteret High School administration, faculty, and staff about these skills. Hopefully you will see that even though the presenters are past high school, we still utilize these skills frequently ourselves. If you have any questions or need anything, you can email me or stop by the Career Center located in the Media Center at any time. Thank you.
Communication is simply the exchange of information from one place, person, or group to another. This can be verbal, nonverbal, or in writing. Every communication generally involves a sender, a message, and then a receiver. This may sound simple, but communication gets complicated once we include other factors such as our emotions, the cultural situation, the medium that we use to communicate, and even our location. An interesting fact is that only 7% of communication is the actual words. The other 93% of communication is based on our body language and tone of voice.
Hi, I was asked to describe different types of communication. There's different types to me: verbal, nonverbal, visual communication. Verbal communication can happen in person, on the phone. Nonverbal communication is, I think, the most frequently used right now: email, text messages, social media outlets. Those would all be nonverbal. Another type of nonverbal that people often forget about is body language. That's a type of communication. And then visual communication is things like pictures. That happens a lot on social media as well, but also can be like this. That's a type of visual communication.
Being a good communicator requires skills and abilities you use when giving and receiving information. There are 4 main types of communication we use daily: verbal, nonverbal, written, and visual. Verbal, written, and visual are self-explanatory, such as face-to-face or phone conversations, written through hard copies such as books or paper, and digital such as email or social media. However, nonverbal communication can be as important as verbal or written, as it reveals emotions or the way you're feeling, talking, or reacting. This can include gestures, facial expressions, tone, eye contact, demeanor, or even your posture. Therefore, to be a better communicator, focus on the skills like active listening, building confidence, volume and clarity, respect, and understanding nonverbal cues.
Hello, I'm Mr. Lancaster, one of the counselors in Student Services, and I want to talk to you about 5 effective ways to be a great communicator. Number 1, great communicators know what they are talking about. They are confident and they have vast knowledge, and they show people that their communication is valuable. Number 2, great communicators listen more than they speak. They do not dominate a discussion or a presentation. They balance speaking and listening effectively. Number 3, great communicators focus on understanding what people say. They ask questions and continually check for understanding. Number 4, great communicators pay attention to nonverbal communication. This includes tone of voice, body language, facial expressions, hand movements, and eye contact. Nonverbal communication can be as powerful as verbal communication. And number 5, great communicators realize that there's always the possibility of misunderstanding. When verbal and nonverbal responses lack consistency or what's expected from a person, the communication may not be effective. It is important to look for this so communication can be improved. These are 5 tips for being a great communicator.
Hello, Patriots. Counselor Kozat here. Today's question is, why is communication important? Communication to me is the very most important life skill that we can learn. It's important because we pass on information to another. Not only are we passing on information, but we're also passing on our thoughts and feelings to another. It's important because as humans, we have a need to feel understood. And so communication allows us to be understood when we communicate thoughts, feelings, and information. It's a two-way street. So I communicate with you, you communicate with me. Our needs are met.
So, you want to communicate better? Here are a few ways as a West student you can improve your communication skills. Answer questions in class. Practice your communication skills with friends and family. Use proper grammar, punctuation, and complete sentences when emailing teachers. This would also include being sure that you read and respond to all emails that are sent to you. Now is the time to start practicing these skills. Blended and virtual learning has opened the door for you to be able to refine your communication skills. Utilize this experience to help you become a better communicator. Use these communication skills to open the lines of communications with your teachers today.
Clear and specific communication is very important for one to be successful in the workplace and in life. If we are communicating with one another, we ourselves have to have a clear understanding what it is we are trying to convey. Choosing your words wisely and specifically to the topic you're trying to discuss with one is important. Communication is the key to success. Communication is also very difficult to master, but good communication can take you as far as you want to go.